Hey guys, it's Mint here. Today for my 8th video, instead of my normal content where I play 1 or 2 games of Town of Salem, I decided to do something special, an Executioner tutorial. The reason behind this is, I think Executioner is one of the roles that has a lot of potential, but not a lot of these potentials are actually explored, if you get what I'm saying. So many people don't really know how to play this role properly, and I feel like many people think the concept of Executioner is saying sheriff and your target is suspicious, trying to get them lynched day 2. I think that's a very mistaken concept, and I honestly rarely do that. I think one of the reasons why people would actually think that is because of the investigative results. It goes sheriff, executioner, werewolf. It makes executioners more likely to just claim sheriff and be like, hey look, I'm sheriff. This is suspicious. So yeah, I'm really trying to move away from that. So from this video, I'll be putting 2 clips of me playing Executioner in ranked, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and actually learn something from it. So game 1, I got Cramel as a target. So basically what I did for this game was to wait until Cramel claimed first, and then I counterclaimed him, or CC'd him. I feel like this is something that I do fairly often as Executioner, is to wait for them to claim first. Whatever they claim, I just CC. Therefore making it less likely that you're Executioner, because sometimes you CC some very strange roles, like you'd CC Retry, you'd CC Bodyguard, you'd CC Vigilant, and honestly, not many people would think Executioner would claim these roles, and therefore more likely to kill the person that you're actually CCing, especially when they're on stand. When they're on the stand, right? Town asks, is there any CCs? Are there any CCs? How many CCs there are? And you just go, boom, I CC. And if there's literally any other people who CC, then they'll be like, wait, look, there's 2 people, 3 people, counterclaim this. This is probably evil. It's guilty that anyways. Confirm random town and stuff like that. So, okay, after Lookout dies, Cram will just say, I claim random town. So obviously I go, I also claim random town. So, because I'm basically claiming exactly what Cramos is claiming. Cramo goes, I'm Vigi, night 1 reloading, I CC Vigi. And then I write my fake will real quick, Vigilant, night 1 cleaning my gun, I CC Vig. And, too many random town, that's good. So they're trying to vote okay, you know, I don't really care right now. Since we both claimed Vigi, what I do is I go ask the jailer, should me and Cramel shoot each other? You see, this way, if we shot each other, obviously Cramel's gonna be is immune. And I can go, no, Cramel is immune. And this way, it's basically a 1-for-1. And if I try hard enough, Town would be like, okay, you know what, it doesn't matter. Lynch Cramel is a 1-for-1, but little did they know, it's not actually a 1-for-1. It's a 1 for an Executioner, who's a neutral. So, I asked Jailer, should me and Cramel shoot each other? Jailer says yes. Okay, there was a little bit lag there, so the Wi-Fi was unstable when I took that part of the video. So nothing really important was said, except this was guiltied. And Jailer now is saying, shoot Cramel. And I'm like, will do. So it's actually a great setup, and now I just have my will shooting Cramel. Now Cramel, what he's saying is, don't listen. He is whispering both Vigis. So essentially what I'm hearing is, they won't be shooting me. So this actually makes them more suspicious. You see, I can just say I shot them and they're immune, and they're like, wait, no, I didn't shoot Mint, but Mint is evil. And that's less likely to believe. So at night, I finish my will, Vigilant, night 1 cleaning my gun, night 2 shooting Cramel. And I won't show you guys this entire video, because there is one more video I would like to get to, and that one's more interesting, so I'll just leave this at that. I'll tell you guys what happened. Basically, it was a 1... I said I shot them, and Cramel just got lynched, and then I was executed by the jailer. So, yeah. Let's move on to my next game. So Executioner. So this game, I think, I waited a bit more, until, I wouldn't say end game, but until mid game. I think it was day 3, day 4. I really waited, and then I just wait for my target to say something that I can exploit, and later get them lynched. And for this one, I will actually show you guys the entire thing, because some of you might say, "Oh, no, your strategies don't really work well. You're not gonna get your target lynched. You're not showing the part where they got lynched." Like, the reason I didn't show the last one was because, first of all, it's at night. It takes a long time. And second of all, you guys can probably tell that they're gonna get lynched. They didn't even shoot me. Like, let's be honest here, alright? So I don't really want to waste time and jump straight to this, since I have a lot to cover in this video. One more thing is, in higher elo ranked, people like to do vote for all. So as you can see here, I'm number 2 and my target is number 1. This can be really advantage. This can be like a great advantage for me. It doesn't necessarily be. Me being 2 doesn't really matter that much, but my target being 1, now that's huge, because if I do vote for all, they're going to be the first one up. Whatever they get up, I'm going to counterclaim. And if I get lucky and they claim stuff like Retributionist, I can even get them lynched day 2 right there on the stand. So as you guys can see, Jake Cobblestone, I don't really know how you pronounce that, Jake Cobblestone, is whispering to the Jailer claim. I can really think of 2 reasons for that. One, they're either lookout or spy. For them to be whispering that early, I think, okay, they're asking for spies to come out. Spies come on, they're probably lookout. They could be an invest or something that's whispering Jailer their results early, but I'm leaning more towards their lookout. Now, lookout is one of the claims that's very hard for you to lynch, because they're very easily confirmable. Other lookouts, honestly, they can confirm each other. Like, if there were 2 lookouts and they were both on Jailer, they can confirm each other. So lookout is one of the harder roles to lynch as executioner. But like I said, you should never give up. And what you can do is, like, maybe later, you don't necessarily have to counterclaim the lookout. You can maybe claim an invest and say they are spy, blackmailer, Jailer. Because a common strat is that blackmailer would see the other lookout's will and then paste that and claim lookout themselves. I can do that, perhaps, and not really, because Jailer would have to be blackmailed, but you can always work something out here. But never just go out and be like, he's suspicious, I'm sheriff, when they're likely confirmed, right? Or you can even, when it's close to a Moth majority, like a 5v4 or a 6v4 or a 5v3, something like that, you can always accuse both lookouts of being 2 Mafia cooperating with each other. This way, when the difference between town and evil is really slim, some evils will know that, hey, look, these lookouts aren't part of my team, so might as well vote that. That's what Mafia might think. Neutral killing might just be, you know what, I don't care who I vote. Alright, so I can just vote anyone. And what I'm trying to do here is claim medium. And if you look at that, you can pause right here. I pasted the sheriff. I forged a sheriff, pasting their will into the dead chat. But, the sheriff was obviously resurrected in this game, so it wouldn't really work. But that's another strat that is very possible, is that the sheriff, as you claim a medium, which no one really expects, like, literally, when I say no one, I mean no one. Like, no one would think an executioner claims a medium. Like, if you're the only one that claims medium, there's no real medium, you can do that. You can be like, I gathered this from the dead sheriff, or I gathered this from the dead invest. And you can point to that person. Now, another thing you can do, which is what I did this game, was if you see a conflict between your target and someone else. In this case, Jake Cobblestone is saying 12 lies. 12 was not on 10. So obviously 12 is Mafia claiming a town protective role, saying they were on Jailer. Now, what I can do here is I can claim town protective and be like, I was on the Jailer, but you didn't see me either. See, 1 lies, 1 missed a visit. I was a bodyguard, and I visited that person. Now, town might start to think, if Mint and Soka was both Mafia. What are the odds that after Soka was exposed, Mint just comes out blatantly and be like, wait, I am Town Protective. This also makes J. Cobblestone seem like an executioner themselves because they're trying to get Soka lynched, and I'm claiming another Town Protective defending them. And nobody really expects a TP or a TS. Like, I'm just gonna be straightforward here. No one expects a TS or a TP to be a executioner. They just think they're gonna claim TI or TK. And you see, I'm just gonna spam Inno. This is fake. I was on Sierra Good. Inno now. Now Town might think, Mint isn't likely for Mint to be doing that if he is executioner. See, now I get 1-up. And Town likely agrees with this. And what I can also say is this is a 1-for-2. By lynching this, if this is confirmed in Lookout, basically 2 people, Mint and Soka, dies for this. So it's a 1-for-2. There's more worth to lynch the 1 instead of one of the 2, if you know what I mean. So right now, this Lookout doesn't even try, and I just say, your will is wrong, I was on Sierra Good, I keep posting my will. I'm really talkative to make Town think that I am actually the talkative person. And what's also great is Dying Brian is the invest is saying 1 is BGGF Arso. So the only reason I can come up with is Arsonist doused, number 1. That's, I think, the only reason why they could appear as BGGF Arso. So this is actually really lucky on my part. But honestly, even if that wasn't the case, I still have good confidence that they would be lynched after my play. Because, 1 did look very XC after me coming out and be like, they missed a visit, and they don't think that an evil would necessarily do that. And it's true, if me and Soka are double Mafia, I would never do that. But, yeah, but since I'm Executioner, and I don't care what happens to me after Lookout dies, I can do that. And now what I can do, now that I've already won, is to have some fun. And be like, that was this geyser, and have Jailer execute me instead of some Mafia. I usually like to work with evils when I'm Executioner, just because it's really more fun to work with evils. And, yeah, so I will be executed here. And that will be the end of this game as well. So after watching these 2 videos, you guys probably want to know what I'm doing here. So another thing that I came up with is 5 general tips for being Executioner. So I'll go over these, and most of these I've mentioned in the video previously. I just summarized these from my previous experiences. And yeah, so tip number 1, like I mentioned, I don't know how many times in that video, don't always claim Sheriff pointing your target as suspicious. Change things up a bit, alright? It's really no fun if you just do the same thing, and 90% of the time, Town knows you're Executioner, and they're not gonna lynch your target. Let's be honest here. In the higher elos, if you go, I'm Sheriff, so-and-so is suspicious, they're probably gonna be like, oh, hey, Jailer X that. And after Jailer executing that, their Town, and you turn Jester, and you're never gonna get lynched. Really no point to that. So yeah, point number 2, don't always go after your target day 2. This is very important. Most executioners would just like to get a quick XC, just quick lynch, done. Day 2, say something random, get their target lynched. It doesn't work like that. Life isn't perfect, okay? It's not, this is Town of Salem. It doesn't necessarily happen the way you want it to, okay? You don't really get what you want. You're 80% of the time, you're not gonna actually get your target lynch day 2. It's gonna drag out day 3, day 4, and if Mafia decides to attack your target, you're screwed. So if you wait a bit, it will open up new opportunities. So if your target seemed impossible to lynch, like earlier, they were a Lookout claim, just wait. It will open up new opportunities. Like when my target was having a conflict with a Mafia, I can come out, defend the Mafia, and get my target killed. And number 3, don't limit yourself to 1 claim. Be flexible and always be ready to switch up claims. So as you can see from my second game, I was originally going to claim medium, but since the real Sheriff was resurrected, I'm obviously going to be flexible and change that up. So you don't post your will immediately. You have your will ready, and you're ready to change that as soon as possible. Switch it up. Even have multiple wills ready, like have 3 wills simultaneously. It all works out. And 4, you can ask your target for a claim, and then further base your claim on their claim. So what I mean by this is, you can just whisper your target and ask for roll, and whatever they claim, you can basically CC. Or you can be like, hey, I'm Invest. So-and-so was bodyguard, godfather, arsonist, but they're claiming doctor. They're probably arsonist, or they're probably godfather. And this way, it's more credible. And the chances that you get your target lynch is more likely. And last point, never give up. I don't know how many times I want to stress this. Never give up. Okay? So even if your target seemed impossible, never give up. Don't be like, oh, whatever, my target is a lookout. My target is a veteran. They're confirmed. I'm just executioner. Town will almost guarantee to kill you. Jailer will execute you because executioners don't vote with town. They want to vote a town, so it's better to get rid of them. So if you claim executioner, that's marking your own death sentence, and you're losing elo. So Jailer will execute you, and that's game over for you. But if you don't admit to being executioner, you might always have a chance. You can even wait for a Moth majority at the end, where it's 3 Moth, 3 town, and you're executioner. And you're like, okay, I'll vote with Moth, only if you vote this town. This specific town, I'll vote with you. And I'm telling you, 9.9 out of 10 Mafia will do that, and you will get a win, even if you wait. So, this is my tips of being executioner. If any of you have any other tips that you like to share, keep it in the comment section. I'll be reading them. And if there's any other tutorials you guys want me to do, just feel free to also leave it down in the comments below. And if you think this tutorial helped, please like my video. My videos take a lot of time to make, especially this one, since I had to play so many ranked games to get 2 executioners. And I had to be recording that, so I recorded like at least 10 or 20 since there's so many roles. And I had to get 2 good executioner wins. And sometimes you're just unlucky. Like your target dies night 1 and you have to play as Jester. Well, I mean, sometimes you do get unlucky, but going back to my other point, wait. Just wait, and maybe new opportunities will open up for you. So here's my video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't, if you think my video helped you at all, and leave anything down in the comments below. Thank you for watching.